What is going on, guys? This is Jagonal back again with another video, and today I wanted to showcase the first ever team that I've created in Teambuilder. So the school that I've created is the University of North Florida. So if you don't know, I was born and raised in Jacksonville, and the big university that is in Jacksonville is University of North Florida. One thing that is infamous is that they don't have a football team. They're relatively a smaller school, so they don't have a football team. They are D1 in like other sports, but yeah, so they're like they don't have a football team. And like all of my like classmates that end up going to UNF, they always make the joke of we're undefeated in football because they never played a game. We're going to change that in this video. But I wanted to showcase the school, and the reason why I've taken a while to make this is I've been trying to perfect the colors because I'm not sure if you guys have noticed this as well when you're creating your teams, is that the equipment, like the sleeves or the cleats and all the other things, and also the crowd tends to not be the color that you pick. And it took me a while to figure out how to find a solution for this. I hope it's a bug that can get fixed. It is gonna be a little annoying for people who are gonna have to switch the colors back if they do fix it, but I hope they do, because the color of the crowd should be what you pick. And if you guys aren't understanding what I'm saying, is basically what was happening is the color of the crowd was like way brighter, like a completely different color. So like if you wanted to create like an alternate Florida State team and you used Florida State's preset colors, the crowd would be like pink and like a really like almost white. It would just be completely washed out. So it didn't make any sense. Obviously it's something that's not working right now. Hopefully they get this fixed. Again, Teambuilder's in beta, so whatever. But let's go ahead and preview the school, and I'm gonna hop into a game. But really I want this video to show off the cool features with Teambuilder. And I will say, the things that I do like about Teambuilder, the thing they nailed out of the park, I think, is the uniform customization. The fact that you can pick a Nike school, Adidas school, Under Armour, I didn't even think they were going to do that. I was honestly surprised. So the fact that you can do that is such a huge W. And that's another thing for the authenticity of this. Now, when I say authentic, like who knows if this is authentic or not? This is just making up their the football team. But they are an Under Armour school, and I have noticed there were actually a lot of other people who created North Florida, and no shade to anyone who has created North Florida too. Like this was just the first school I wanted to create, but some of them were using like Nike or something like that, and they're not a Nike school. But if you want to do that, you can. But I wanted to make something that was like authentic to using their correct branding and such. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and go into the uniforms, and then I'll hop into a game and give UNF its first loss ever. So people can stop saying that they're undefeated in football. So this is their home uniform. I decided to go with just an all navy look. I feel like that would be pretty sweet. I decided to do 5 of everything. So 5 helmets, 5 jerseys, 5 pants, 5 socks. So everything is customizable. Then the away uniform, I decided to do like a silver / gray on a white on a gray. And then there's the gray alt, and this is just allowed me to switch it up. So when I mean by gray alt, it's not gonna be all gray, because you could always just use the away pants. So like you can customize all the combinations. So this is a gray jersey with some navy pants, and then like I think this is a shiny navy helmet instead of a matte navy helmet. And then I had to go with a blackout uniform, because why not? Why not just do a blackout while you have it? And then for my last one, I did what was a navy alt, where I've added in white pants, added white helmets, and then I also changed up a little the template. So I used a different Under Armour template and also added some logos. So there's some really cool stuff. I would say is pretty basic. It didn't take me too long to design this once I figured it out. Now for the field, you may notice that there's like the text in the end zone, and this is one thing that I'm a little annoyed with, is that there's no option to directly add text. So you have to create an image. So if you want to know, the best way to do it is just to go into like Canva or Photoshop. Canva's free, so I would recommend doing that. You don't have to download anything. And then just write your text out and then export it and then upload it as an image, and then you'll be able to just put it in the end zone. Now the only thing that is kind of annoying is that if you like ever do a dynasty with it and then you make the playoffs, like the end zone is just going to be blank, and it's just going to have the color of the team. So it's not going to say North Florida. It's just going to be completely blank because there's no option to add text. this is just an image. So the game doesn't understand that this is text. So I think that was definitely a miss by EA. I hope this is something that can be fixed. That's like kind of a weird thing. Now, I think it's cool that you can add custom images and layers. That is a really cool feature, but I think there were some basic ones that they missed on. But overall, I am pretty happy, especially with the fact that you can like customize like the end zones, like the little borders. Like they give you a ton of options. Things like that I'm actually really happy about. And then I'm using Georgia Tech Stadium. Now, I know there's a lot of stadiums out there that have a lot of the branding from the current school, and Georgia Tech does have that too, but I just wanted to pick a school that wasn't like a super tiny stadium, and I wanted something in the middle. I think Georgia Tech has a cool stadium, so I decided to go with that. And you'll see in game there are some things that do kind of break the immersion a little bit, but that's just kind of how it is. Again, this is in beta, so I'm hoping that this is something that does get fixed. I know they just announced the Madden version of Teambuilder, so hopefully whenever Madden version of Teambuilder drops, it will just turn into like the full version and they update it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and jump into a game. Now, I also want this to be a part, I think I already downloaded the team. So we'll go ahead and hop into a game, a little bit of a quick play. And we're going to go and play against UNF. Now, the roster, I did like an average, I think I did an air it out roster. So they're like into the 80s. And I may change it to like a lower roster because this is more of a fictional team. They're not supposed to be like, if UNF actually was a school. So I'm debating who I should play. So I'm going to play against UNF. And I want to see what uniforms. So this is, again, so going into their uniforms, you get to see a little bit more in detail. So these are the Navy uniforms, the way set. I do like, so you can do like, you can do an all gray uniform. You can do the all black. You can do all Navy, all white. So I really designed this to where you can customize all the colors. So if you want to do, just the silver helmet, or maybe you want the shiny Navy, or maybe you want to throw on a black helmet or a white helmet. There's some things where you can change those up. So that is something that you can do. The white is almost like the silver, which I've realized. So it is something that's interesting. And then maybe you wanted to do like, let's say I'll do my Alt 1 helmet, or let's do the away helmet with our Alt 1. So if you wanted to do like an all gray hold on, I'm trying to figure out how wear the gray. I think it's the away pants. So yeah, so you can do an all gray set if you want. So that's something I decided to do. So it makes it as easy as possible. So yeah, and I think the home determines which socks it is. So if you pick gray, it'll pick, I'm trying to figure out which socks will be which. So if you clicked on specific ones, specific socks will be chosen. So in this case, I think I'm gonna go with the home uniform. I'm just gonna go with the basic home. Actually, I have to change the jersey. Let's go back to the home. Okay, there we go. So we're rocking our basic home set. I have a matte navy helmet with a gray face mask with the logos. And that's another thing, is the cool thing is that you can like change the reflectiveness and the finish. You can even do that for the you can even do it for the actual like numbers too, which I thought was really cool. Now for the team I want to play as, I'm just gonna do like 3 times 1, 2, 3. So Western Kentucky is gonna be the team that we're gonna be playing as, which I think is actually kind of cool. So we'll do Western Kentucky. So we'll jump into them. We'll play on All-American. That's pretty sweet. And then we'll go ahead and make this a night game. So they're called the Osprey Nest. That's what I decided to do for their stadium. I think I turned off commentary, so it's not really gonna matter. So yeah, we'll jump into it. Now the cool thing about this is that I want to make it to where you guys can submit your own teams in the comments. So let me know what your username for EA is. So your EA Sports username. So as you can see, this is the stadium. So I had to really tweak the colors. So the colors, like it almost looks black, but it is like a navy color, because it really took me forever to like get this correct. Like if I go ahead, I will actually do something. So, oh gosh, I don't think it's gonna show it. Come on, let me go and pick my play. Look at the graphics though, like they look really good. So if I go to instant replay, so you can go ahead and zoom in, you'll see that they are wearing navy. So they aren't, some of them are wearing like darker colors, because I think this guy's wearing like a black and navy thing. And this person's wearing black, but like as you can see, these are the colors. So as some of them are like darker than others. I don't know, that's how the crowd works, but like initially the crowds were like really off. So as you can see, this is what everything looks like. And yeah, so this is pretty much it. And I think the fields look really good. I'm getting kind of cooked right now. The fields look really good. The uniforms look really good. I think that's the best part. Like, they don't look pixelated at all. Like, they really did a good job at making things look like implementing them super well. So that's another part right here. It says Georgia Institute of Technology. Obviously not correct, but I did want to, change them. I might end up changing the stadium, but I just think it looks cool. I think this matches really well. And you can change like the field colors, and I think this is like a grass, but it's like a darker green, which I think looks really cool. And as you can see, the sleeves do match, so that was something that took a while to actually get correct, because like the sleeves kept becoming the wrong color. So if you are having those issues, you can always just darken the color to get the correct one. What I want to do is I want you guys to post in the comments what your EA username is, so I can go ahead and search up your school. So if you only want me to look at a certain amount of schools, or consider only a few of them, then just go and put that in the comments. So just say like, I only want, look at this school. Or if you just give me your EA username, I'll look at all your schools, and if I find one of them interesting, then I'll include multiple, or one that I think fits the video. So I definitely want to check out the teams that you guys create, so definitely post those in the comments, because I really want to I do want to make a series, because I actually have something in the works, because I'm working with a lot of like other creators, like uniform accounts, like a lot of the uniform trackers. And as you can see, like, you can see the fight song. It's like the generic EA Sports fight song, which is kind of annoying. I wish you could pick like your own fight song, but hopefully that's something they add in later on. I feel like that would be such an easy implementation, but it is what it is. Now, another thing that you notice is that I think they are automatically ranked 13th, which is interesting, and they also do get a pretty decent home field advantage. I think they're like number 10th, so number 10, not 10th. And as you can see, you see the Georgia Tech thing at the top. That again is something that's a little like not the greatest, but it is what it is. So yeah, and then moving on to, so then we have, so as you can see, like, look at the toughness ranking. It's already number 10. Now, it will change depending on if you implement it into a team builder. Like, if you replace, like, FIU or something, it's going to implement a lot of those, characteristics. But if you, like, replace, like, an Alabama, it's going to change those as well. But I think just naturally, it's just going to do, like, it's just going to naturally put people, I think it's going to rank them high by default. So that is something I did notice. But yeah, please post your teams. I definitely want to, make it a series where I can review your guys' teams, and also just give you guys, like, not even feedback, but just be able to get you guys into a platform where you guys can get more downloads and really, express yourselves to a point where I can showcase them. So that's going to be the goal for this video. The goal for the video is just showcasing my own team builder team, and you can go ahead and download it. The username is Jag Knowles, so if you wanted to go ahead and download this team. But as you can see, this is pretty much the end of it, so I'm just going to wrap it up here. I wanted to make a quick video for you guys that I did create a team builder team. If you wanted to download it, you can do that. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments down below if you have any top tips and tricks. And yeah, that's really going to be it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Again, comment your EA username with a team that you want me to check out, and I will go ahead and check it out. Again, if you want to download this school, my username on EA is Jag Knowles, so Jag Knoll with an S, and then you'll be able to see UNF, and you'll be able to download it and enjoy it, implement it into your dynasty, do whatever you want. But yeah, that's really going to be it, guys. I don't think I'm going to end up beating UNF in this video, so they are going to remain undefeated, but I have to get back to work. So yep, that's going to be it, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Other than that, this has been Jagnal, and I'll see you guys next time.